Thanksgiving at the haunted house. One Thanksgiving, a curious impulse seized me. I resolved to visit an old family house that had been abandoned for years. The rumors whispered of a haunting, but I dismissed them as tales concocted to scare off trespassers. As the sun dipped below the horizon and I settled in for my dinner, strange sounds echoed through the house, whispers carried on the wind, distant footsteps echoing through the empty halls, and chilling laughter that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. Despite the warnings my instincts whispered, I ventured deeper into the house. In a neglected corner, hidden from casual view, I stumbled upon an old photo album. Curiosity compelled me to leaf through its pages, and what I saw chilled me to the bone. Familiar faces, my own family, distorted beyond recognition, their once warm eyes replaced with dark, empty voids. As I gazed upon these haunting images, the whispers intensified, becoming urgent and urging me to flee. But something inexplicable held me in its grasp, anchoring me to that spot, refusing to let me leave. Night fell like a suffocating cloak, and as I attempted to find solace in sleep, an ethereal hand caressed my shoulder, its icy touch sending a shockwave of fear through me. I bolted upright, scanning the darkness, but there was no one to be seen. The house seemed alive with malevolence, shadows taking on sinister shapes that danced menacingly around me. In a panicked frenzy, I fled the house, the night air chilling me to the bone as I put distance between myself and that forsaken place. But the horrors I'd encountered refused to dissipate, lingering like a curse upon my mind. The next morning, as the sun timidly rose over the horizon, I awoke with a lingering chill coursing through my veins. The events of the previous night plagued my thoughts, an inexplicable unease gripping my soul. I felt an irresistible pull, a need to confront the mysteries that shrouded that eerie house. Returning to the abandoned dwelling felt like walking into a nightmare, the air thick with an ominous presence that clawed at my senses. I hesitated at the doorstep, debating whether to turn back or press forward into the unknown. Suppressing my fear, I stepped inside, each creak of the floorboards echoing through the hollow halls. Shadows danced along the walls, playing tricks on my rattled mind. The house was suffocatingly silent, except for the lingering whispers that seemed to echo from the very walls themselves. I retraced my steps from the night before, the hidden room beckoning me like a malevolent specter. As I approached, a chilling wind swept through the corridor, snuffing out my lantern's feeble glow. Darkness enveloped me, thick and suffocating. Fumbling in the dark, my hand brushed against the weathered photo album. With trembling fingers, I leafed through its pages, each image more grotesque than the last. My family's faces stared back at me, their once familiar features contorted into grotesque masks, their eyes vacant hollows that seemed to bore into my soul. A guttural whisper filled the room, a commanding voice urging me to flee. Panic surged within me, but I couldn't tear myself away. I had to understand, to confront the inexplicable terror that gripped this place. Suddenly, a frigid hand rested on my shoulder, sending shockwaves of fear down my spine. I spun around, my heart pounding in my chest, but there was nothing, just the oppressive darkness and the malevolent presence that seemed to encroach upon me. With a surge of terror, I bolted toward the exit, the chilling laughter echoing through the corridors. I stumbled out into the blinding daylight, gasping for breath as I put as much distance as possible between myself and that accursed house. Physically, I had escaped, but the haunting of that Thanksgiving night clung to me like a relentless specter, leaving me to wonder if some malevolent force still lurks within those forsaken walls, waiting for its next unwitting victim. The Sinister Thanksgiving Invitation. An unexpected envelope arrived in my mailbox, bearing a Thanksgiving invitation from a long-lost relative, a name I didn't recognize. Intrigued by the mysterious sender and enticed by the prospect of a new familial connection, I accepted the invitation. With a mix of excitement and curiosity, I embarked on a journey to their remote estate nestled in the heart of the woods. Upon my arrival, the warmth radiating from the gathering starkly contrasted with the unsettling atmosphere that enveloped the estate's surroundings. As the evening progressed, an unsettling air settled among the guests, an undercurrent of whispers exchanged in hushed tones and clandestine glances laden with hidden meanings. However, it was the host, shrouded in enigma and draped in shadows, who captured my attention. They seemed to wield an unseen influence, steering conversations effortlessly toward darker and more foreboding subjects. A growing sense of unease gnawed at me, intensifying when, in a sudden twist, the lights flickered and vanished, plunging us into an impenetrable darkness. As I stumbled through the obscurity, my disoriented steps led me to an unexpected discovery, a hidden chamber concealed within the estate. The room, illuminated only by a faint moonbeam that seeped through a lone window, revealed a chilling sight. Ancient symbols adorned the walls, etched with eerie precision, while an ominous altar stood at the room's heart, a silent sentinel to arcane rituals. Horror clenched my heart as the chilling truth dawned on me. The gathering I found myself amidst was far more than a simple family reunion. It reeked of something sinister and arcane. A primal instinct surged within me, urging flight. Fear propelled me into the night, my breaths echoing the rhythm of my racing heart. The dense woods seemed to harbor a tangible malevolence, an unspoken threat lingering in the air. I felt the weight of the unspoken, sinister purpose veiled beneath the guise of kinship. Though I escaped physically, an unsettling feeling lingered, a haunting certainty that I had skirted the edge of something far darker than my comprehension allowed. It clung to me like a shadow, leaving me to grapple with the disquieting notion that I was unknowingly on the brink of entanglement in a ritual steeped in ancient mysteries, a chilling dance with forces beyond my understanding. The Bewitched Thanksgiving Feast. On a particular Thanksgiving, I found myself amid the rustic charm of a small, rural town, invited to partake in a delightful celebration at the home of a close friend. The evening commenced with an air of conviviality, laughter echoing in the cozy space as we gathered around the laden table, swapping tales and relishing the abundance of the holiday feast. Yet, as the night wore on and the meal progressed, an imperceptible shift in the atmosphere unfolded, a subtle heaviness settling in, casting a shadow over the previously jovial ambience. Laughter gradually faded, replaced by low murmurs and uneasy glances exchanged among the guests. I felt an unsettling undercurrent creeping through the air, an inexplicable tension that sent shivers down my spine. A sense of foreboding consumed me as I observed the eerie transformation in the room, a change unnoticed by anyone else present. Sensing an urgent need to depart, I excused myself from the gathering, intending to escape the unsettling air that had descended upon the once festive occasion. But as I moved to bid my adieus, the clock struck midnight, a fateful moment that shattered the facade of reality. In an instant, the faces of the guests twisted grotesquely before my eyes, their features contorting into nightmarish masks, their eyes hollow and luminous with an otherworldly glow. The room warped and twisted around me, the fabric of reality itself unraveling into a chaotic vortex of darkness. A sudden jolt snapped me awake, drenched in a cold sweat, gasping for breath. The memory of that haunting Thanksgiving feast lingered vividly, refusing to dissipate like a mere dream upon waking. Doubt gnawed at me. Was it an illusion woven by my subconscious, a phantasmagorical nightmare playing tricks on my mind? Or had I unwittingly crossed into a realm beyond our own, witnessing a twisted Thanksgiving gathering entangled with entities not bound by the laws of our reality? The disconcerting uncertainty lingered, leaving me to grapple with the unsettling prospect that what I experienced was not a figment of imagination but a haunting glimpse into a realm teeming with darkness and supernatural forces, concealed beneath the facade of an ordinary holiday celebration. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these thrilling stories. Don't forget to become a part of our spooky adventures by subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell to get the latest stories first. Before I say goodbye, I want to express my gratitude to every one of you for your support and enthusiasm. From Fadri Stories, thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey into the realms of horror and mystery. Wishing you a spooky and joy-filled Thanksgiving. Looking forward to seeing you again soon. Until next time.